So today I got a rare W from Foot Locker. Really kind of wild and crazy, but we actually hit an in-store where I was able to walk in and just pick up the shoes and walk out. It was crazy. Well, I mean, obviously I paid for them. But anyway, we have a look at the Air Jordan 6 in the UNC colorway. And this colorway is super fire. So, oh man, there goes the shoe. Let's go ahead and get in this video. Hey, what is going on, guys? Hess here. Hope you're having a good day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys are new to my channel and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. And it's crazy to say, but I've been doing sneaker videos for 10 years now. Like, it's nuts. And I'm almost on the brink of hitting 600,000 subscribers. So appreciate y'all for subscribing that like the content. Man, what a wild, crazy ride it's been. Anyway, we have a pair right here that has been dubbed, I guess, the UNC Carmine. And if you didn't know, this is the Carmine colorway of the Air Jordan 6. This is actually one of the OG colorways. Jordan actually played in this one back then. And then we have kind of a UNC or like Carolina blue take on it. So looks very, very similar to this. Obviously, just alternate color blockings. I could see people rocking these like this side by side, one of each, because kind of a mismatched vibe going on there. And I wouldn't be mad at it because it's kind of like an OG versus like a respective nice colorway of the 6s. Now, there are some key differences between this and the Carmine colorway for those wondering, and I'll get into those in just a second. But let's just take a second and appreciate the beauty of this colorway. The blue hits just right. The white leather is actually, it feels decent. It's not like super crazy amazing. As we know, Jordan Retros usually aren't. But it's decent, it's not bad. But we have a really nice colorway, and I think that a lot of people are turning their eyes to this colorway a little bit more now because the sneakers release never ended up happening. It was available, I think, early access only, and then they never actually dropped it on sneakers, which is interesting. I think maybe there's probably just shipping logistical delays, and we'll probably have a nice little restock just on these things when they end up coming. So I wouldn't pay resale for these as of yet. I would wait it out. Don't blow a bag on these because they'll probably end up restocking. But great colorway that they have here. Box, first of all, really nice that we have like a Carolina blue Jumpman on the top, and then it does say Air Jordan 6 Retro University Blue, white, black. And then the retail on these were $210, were they? It's crazy, man. The spike in prices, I know some people are like, oh, stop complaining about, the prices. No, it's okay for me to complain about it. I'm not okay with the prices jumping up that much, but across the board, inflation and everything else, like people are adjusting, the prices have to be like just elevated just a little bit more this year, which doesn't mean I have to be comfortable with it. Yes, we have to come to accept it, but ultimately like that 190 price point for Jordan Retros was appropriate. 210 just is like, ah, man, it's just a little bit extra where it just stings a little bit more in the pocketbooks. But it is what it is, and maybe we'll see this year more Jordan Retros sitting in stores because of the price elevation. That's just enough to really mess with like resellers and everything else, which I know some of you guys are going, that's a good thing. And hopefully maybe that will be a shift and we'll see them at outlets and at a discounted price, because I didn't see a lot of outlet action for Jordan Retros too often within the last year or two. So that Carolina blue or University blue, for copyright reasons, I'm assuming University blue colorway is really nice here. And the material, I believe this is a nubuck. Nice soft nubuck on that. And then you can see through the different panels, it works its way back. You also do have that on the tongue, and then you also have that around the little spoiler or the pull tab on the back here. And then you have that UNC Jumpman on the bottom of the shoe with the icy blue sole pods sections and stuff, which we always love, or at least I've always loved since my youth. Then we have in the back, you don't have Nike or you don't have a Jumpman, you have the tag, which is kind of like the college sort of vibe tag that they have there. And on the back, it does say team with the Jumpman, quality products inspired by the greatest basketball player ever. But it's a nod, obviously, to college. If you didn't know, and most of you guys do, though, but Jordan played at UNC, so even though it's not a Bulls color, it's like the thing before the Bulls color, which is UNC, which has a proper fitting. A couple key differences between this and the UNC colorway. The first and foremost one is the back pattern on top of the tongue here. On the back of the tongue, you have a bunch of zigzags and stuff, and it looks really, really dope. That's definitely one of the biggest changes. But also another change, the front of the tongue, it's actually a clear see-through material, and you could see the back pattern on the back, so you could see the zigzag shape through there, and it's just a nice little additional detail that actually I really like, that they changed it up and made it kind of unique. As I mentioned, the heel logo is obviously different as well, because as you can see on the Carmines on the back, it has a Nike Air branding. The fourth change would be the lace lock. It's actually a Jumpman on this one. The Carmines, per the last retro, had the Nike branding on it. For those that are newer to sneakers, Jordan brand and Nike were the same exact thing up until, I want to say, the Jordan 7 or 8. They had branding on the inside of the Jordan 7, but after that, Jordan brand became its own entity, and then the Jordan logo was apparent on everything, and they actually fell off with the Nike branding, so you don't see Nike branding on like the Air Jordan 11, for an example. It's just the Jumpman. So when they retro these Carmines last year, they have the Nike branding on it, which is more true to the original form, and I like that they ended up doing that. It looks great, obviously, but for the retros that are not an original colorway, it doesn't really make sense to have the Nike branding on here. It makes more sense to have a Jumpman. I like that Jordan brand does that sometimes. Sometimes it's mixed and matched, but in this case, it's the Jumpman with the Jumpman on the tongue as well. The fifth change between these two colorways is the tongue. Down here underneath, the perforation is actually in white, and then on the UNC colorway, it is actually in black. So a little bit of a flip right there. The seventh change up would also be the insole. So the Nike Air branding on the insole here, and then you have that zigzag pattern on the UNC 6s. So that looks actually really nice down there as well. And the last change up that I would want to mention is they use actually smooth leather on the Carmines versus the UNC 6s. It has kind of like almost a tumbled leather on it. There's a lot more texture to the leather on the UNC 6s. And in my eyes, this looks like a higher quality cut of leather than the Carmines. But I'm not a leather professional. That's just my personal opinion based on the looks. This has the straight up McDonald's look to it, where it's just uniform across the board. There's no flaws or blemishes in the upper. Meanwhile, the 6s, you can definitely see like some flaws and blemishes on the upper, which I really like. I like that on the white leather. It looks more like real leather instead of just this polished turd sort of thing that we get. But what do you guys think about the UNC 6s? The hype, I think, is going to be there just because of that sneakers release not happening. But I think that if they released like lots and lots of pairs, it wouldn't be anything people would go crazy over. However, those people that are fans of Jordan, fans of the UNC colorways that they release, the UNC 4s did tremendous last year. So I think that this model is piggybacking a little bit off of the 4 success because, again, that one was just so good. This one is also a really good colorway of the Air Jordan 6 in a standardized form based off of the Carmine template that you can't really go wrong with either. I mean, honestly, they could do this format, this template with every color under the rainbow, and people would dig it. I would dig it. I would buy it. I want an orange one like this with orange instead of the blue, and I'd be totally happy. Give me a purple one like the same thing. Yellow. I mean, give me all of them in this same exact template. Jordan brand has found a way to demolish our pocketbooks by utilizing those original templates and then reimagining them just with a simple color shift. And then all of a sudden I'm like, dude, but I got to get the... Yeah, but anyway, that's what we got here. Really happy with Foot Locker. Big shout out to Foot Locker. I can't believe I hit on the app. Honestly, I forgot to even enter at the last minute. Saw that I didn't entered it, and then all of a sudden, like, I checked my phone, and I thought I said it lost, and then I checked back, and I won. So I was like, this is nuts. So yeah, it's been fun. When was the last time you guys hit on Foot Locker? If you guys haven't, you guys should download their app if you don't have it already. But man, pretty awesome, and we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. It's a little quick review, but happy with the hit, happy with the sneakers. I think they look great, and yeah, happy to have a pair of them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Have a good rest of the day. If you guys, again, are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Almost to that 600,000 mark, and then it'll take me hopefully not another 10 years to get to 1 million. But I'm still here trucking along. Hopefully one day we'll make that happen. But anyway, have a good one, and we'll catch you guys for some more videos later. All right, peace, guys.